And we're doing our follow-up community spotlight with Doug Chivington. Hello there.
Hi, Angie. How are you today?
I'm good. Okay, so big stuff has happened in the last couple of weeks. Do tell what happened.
Okay. Well, our team attempted a age group record under the World Ultra Cycling Association, and we went from Cincinnati to Toledo, and that was on Monday, July 27th, and we actually achieved that goal and set the record, and the mileage was 206 miles, 0.2. We rode in 11 hours and 49 minutes and average speed of about 17 and a half miles per hour. So we had an exceptional day, and it was hot that day, but our team really worked well together and supported me well. And so we had a really, really good day that day. And basically that ride was for Resurrecting Lives Foundation to help support our veterans. And we raised $1,200 that day.
Oh, good.
So it was a successful day for us.
Well, I know that you said we rode, but it was really just you on a bicycle with your team around you.
Right. Well, I always like to say we because I can't do it by myself. And
right.
I couldn't have done it without them. And so we made some changes this year. This is our second world record, age group world record. And so we actually rode the same course this year as last year, and we rode it in about an hour and 40 minutes faster. And so we made some changes this year, and I didn't get off the bike. I was off the bike about 35 minutes for the whole time. So
wow.
And about 7 minutes of that was waiting on a train. So so we had a really, really good day, and but it was certainly a team effort.
I mean, I guess you can't really find another way of doing it and miss the train. I guess
you
just can't do that.
You got to wait. So
how do you stay fueled and water and all that when you're on the bike? Do they have to hand it off to you?
Yeah, that's one of the changes we made this year. I stopped about 6 or 7 minutes for lunch, and just to get some real food in me about halfway. But other than that, the food and water was handed out of the vehicle to me.
Wow.
So I was riding, and they pull up beside me, or I pull up beside them, and we do an exchange, and I just kept going. So
wow.
It was pretty fun. We practiced that a little bit. You can imagine.
I can imagine.
A lot of things could go wrong, but on our Facebook page, Team Chivington, there's a short video of me taking a little handoff, so you can kind of get a feel of kind of how that works.
So you have your computer, your little computer on the bike that tells you where you're at, and
right.
At what point did you realize that you were actually going to be able to beat this record?
That's a great question. So it's a little over 200 miles. So I was breaking it down in every 50 miles. So that was my evaluation point.
Okay.
And that third 50 miles, we had a really good section there. And however, when we turned the corner and headed back north to Toledo, there was a storm cell, and there's a storm coming off of Lake Erie. And then we had a headwind. So it was really kind of a struggle there for a while, and we got wet. But fortunately, the storm moved out, and then I kind of was pretty confident after the storm moved out. So it was fun. Believe it or not, it was a lot of fun, and the team probably doesn't sound fun, but it was a good time.
Well, I saw a little bit of the video of when you actually got there.
And
what was your first thought when you stopped the bike and you looked at your computer and you just had a minute to just take it all in?
Well, it's kind of hard to put it in words. I said a short prayer and thank God for keeping me safe. And it was just kind of a relief, actually. But, going up to it, I was pretty confident we had it. My main goal was to get under 12 hours.
Yeah.
And so I was telling people I wanted to break 13, but my big secret was I wanted to break 12. So So we were able to do that, but that last section was kind of, it was a little tough because of the headwind. But then that kind of blew out, and then kind of regained my composure a little bit, and we were able to make that time up. So
Yeah.
yeah.
So
So yeah.
let's remind people about Resurrecting Lives and
Sure.
what your passion is and why you even do this in the first place.
Sure. Well, we are volunteering for a nonprofit called Resurrecting Lives Foundation. And just to recap here, our oldest son was injured in Iraq and spent 2 years of rehabilitation. And through that experience, and a lot of people helped us and helped him, we decided to, Amber and I, my wife, decided to give back. And so we're doing this for our veterans and raising awareness for TBI and PTSD. And so everything we did on that day was really for our veterans. And we did some social media push out, and tried to keep everybody up to date where we were. But it really was for our veterans. And we've had an opportunity to meet a number of them, and it's so rewarding to talk to them and see how they're overcoming their personal injuries. And so that's really our motivator, is to help them.
And so how can people still give toward whatever's next, and tell us what's next?
Sure. We accept donations all year round. And so on our Team Chivington Facebook page, there's a donation link. Also, you can donate directly to Resurrecting Lives Foundation, and you can find them on the internet. Our last event for the year is an event called No Country for Old Men, and it's in Texas.
Oh,
and yeah.
Great name.
Great name. There's actually a movie called that, and there's a spin-off of that movie, but it was based in western Texas, and it's pretty desolate. I mean, there's nothing out there. You're riding through the desert, so it'll be pretty challenging. But it's a 400-mile race for us.
Oh, and, wow.
So we're really this is my first full week back in training. So we've got 2 more months to get ready for this. And so we'll be flying a team of people down, and then Amber and I will be driving to Texas. And so we'll have 2 teams of people down there to support me. And so it's a 400-mile race. It'll be, if I can get under 32 hours in this race, then I qualify for Race Across America, which is it's a pretty significant milestone. So that's our goal. And of course, that'll be a fundraiser as well. And so that'll be our last race for the season, and kind of save the best for last, if you will. So.
Yeah, that sounds awesome. Yeah. And I think that what you guys are doing is really fantastic, because you're not doing it just for yourself and your little things. It's really going to save the veterans who put their lives on the line every day.
Right. I talked to a veteran, I recognized him. I ran into him a couple weeks ago and telling him what we were doing. And of course he knew a little bit about it, but he says, I have PTSD every day. And, it just never goes away. And he explained that, I met him on the golf course, and he said, I was anxious today and just wanted to get out. So, they don't talk about that, but they live with it every day. And so that's just a motivator for me, just to try to bring awareness up and try to help them, and try to get those veterans who haven't received help yet, try to get them some help.
All right. Well, tell us how to get a hold of you on Facebook again.
Yep. It's Team Chivington is our Facebook page. And you can like us there and follow us on Team Chivington. We have frequent updates, and there's a donation link there. And so
you'll be giving to a good cause.
Yeah. So far, we've raised over $8,000 this year.
Nice.
So it's really been really been nice. So I appreciate everybody's support and funds, and we're not done yet. So more to come.
Yeah, very good. All right. Well, keep us posted on all the next stuff and how we can continue to track all your progress.
You bet. Certainly will. Thank you for your support.
Yeah. Doug Chivington just set a record. Good job, man.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, pretty fun. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah,
Believe it or
you
not,
say
it was
it's
a lot of
fun.
fun.
Yeah, I know, but you're like on a bike for 12 hours, so I can't
Oh,
relate.
yeah, I know. It's hard to get your head around it, but you just have to trust me. It's a lot of fun.
All right. Well, there you go. Our community spotlight for today. Thanks for joining me.
All right. Thanks, Angie. See you soon.